Hello, everybody, and welcome to unannounced daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. It's one I didn't expect to do today, one that none of us really thought we did. I'm speechless. I didn't expect this to be happening today. You kind of knew. I've just been watching the BBC coverage on it, and it was all playing out as it was supposed to. The press coverage, all of the presenters in black ties, the somber attitude, the somber voices, and finally that announcement that Queen Elizabeth II, our longest reigning monarch, has passed away today at the age of 96. I wasn't going to come on today for a members live, but I just felt that people needed a short opportunity to have a place to come to make comment, say anything they want to, and just be together. The way I said to my wife, it's almost like losing a relative. Someone that's been there your whole life in one form or another, and all of a sudden they're not anymore. It's unfathomable. I'm actually struggling to find the words to say how I feel. I don't know about the rest of you. I mean, looking at the chat, Alan, I echo your thoughts there. When there was that picture of Liz Truss with her, she looked ever so frail. Paul Kelly, I'm in shock. I can't believe it. Over recent years, there's been an awful lot of, bad publicity with regard to the monarchy with one form or another, and it shaped an awful lot of opinions in one form or another. But one thing that's always stayed true is people's feelings for the Queen. It's unbelievable. RH, I feel quite sad. Ben Tullett, such a sad day. R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth II. Thanks, Andy. She's been there all my life, all of mine, all of a lot of people's. I always remember from a young age. RH, I must admit, I'm struggling to hold back tears myself. My wife's just had a little cry. It's unbelievable. From a young age, particularly with family in the military, and when I was in the air cadets, it was always Queen and country. It was always instilled in you, and it was very important from a young age to me. I don't know about the rest of you. I suppose she forms a part of our memories, doesn't she? David L, I'm so sorry. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I know you mentioned that last night. James Dumazel, R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth. Storm 9154, just seen the news. I'm sat here in tears. I was born in 1954. She was Queen from 1952. Yeah, my mum was born in 54 as well. So someone that's been there all the while. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that they said on the telly, Alan, which caught me unawares, was they said the King and Queen Consort are at Balmoral and will return to London tomorrow. And I had to take a double take. You knew that was coming, but you never expected that to be. It's awful. Yeah, Stink Pooter. whenever you get a national event or a national crisis like this, you always get people who think they're clever. They're going to come out and say things, take a series of coincidences which may or may not be factual and make something out of it. It's sad, but unfortunately, it's a fact of life, and we have to just put up with it. You're welcome, DJ Steve. I was just sat there staring out the window, and I thought I got to do something. I'm actually going to karate tonight, but I said to Dawn, my wife, I've got to come on here, albeit for 15 minutes. I did do a video tomorrow, which I've pre-recorded, which I will be pulling now. Because considering what's happened, it's wholly inappropriate, and I'll be recording a little thing for the Queen, which will come out tomorrow morning. But for now, I just wanted to get on here live and just get everybody's reaction to it. Black day for us all. Absolutely, Martin. I mean, obviously it's just happened, but it'll be telling now what will happen with the Commonwealth, the royal family, this country even. She was a symbol for all of us for so long. And now she's gone. Yeah, that's Grimlock 1975. London Bridge has fallen. I mean, one thing I learned today, if she died in Scotland, it would be called Operation Unicorn. And if she died in London, it would be London Bridge. Now, what really told it to me was when notes were passed to Liz Truss and Keir Starmer and people in the House of Commons, and it was the severity of the wording. I hope she makes a recovery. I'm deeply concerned. And it was words like that. And also I've always been familiar with London Bridge, or Operation London Bridge, and what was supposed to happen in the event the Queen passed away. And it was all playing out exactly as it should do, overriding press coverage with the BBC. So we all knew it was just waiting. I think that might be something, Stink Pooter. I think. And Alan, where are you? I clicked on your comment. The last part of your sentence goes without saying. Yeah, Jerry. Very, very, very sad. Very sad. Vape Wizard. Rest in peace, my beloved Queen. It's awful. A nation devastated. It doesn't matter how you feel. It's numbing. There was I broke with a habit. I watched the BBC because they're part of it, aren't they? And they had the coverage we needed, so I did it. Let me just see if I can find what I watched earlier. I'll share it with you just in case it was a good tribute. Actually, there's an obituary page here. There's some lovely historical photos, which we can all have a look at. Yeah, lots of you expressing your grief and your condolences. Blood Nose. Liz Morse, that's lovely. Thank you for your dedication, Your Majesty, service and true leadership, an era of decency and stability. Paul Kelly, Prime Minister Truss to speak to the country soon. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this. Share. This was on the BBC News website just a short time ago. I mean, this was obviously published in. And there's some pictures of her. It's the older pictures that I like, and you can see what a long life she's had. It's baby Elizabeth. Yes, I've seen that one before many a time. Her and her sister and her parents. The one with Princess Margaret. Wedding to the Duke of Edinburgh. Her own coronation, which I'm sure some of you listening now will remember, I suppose, from your childhoods. She looks so young in these pictures. 1957 there. Entire life of service and duty. Yeah, the documentary, The Royal Family, I think Prince Philip was behind that, from what I remember from a thing a while ago. Windsor Castle fire, I remember that quite well. The Queen contributed to the Queen's annus horribilis. I always wonder what that means. I'm assuming pain in the rump. She was committed to the Commonwealth throughout her entire reign. I remember this death of Diana. Lots and lots and lots of memories from a very, very long reign. Let's go back to some of your comments. Yeah, I can only quote Paddington. Thank you, Mom, for everything. Such a sad day. The Queen will be missed by so many. She worked so hard until the very end, putting bone cancer to one side so she could fulfill her official duties. I read that line earlier, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you for everything. That sums it up, doesn't it? She lived a long, happy life. Absolutely, Graham. One of duty. I met her at the bicentennial of my old regiment. She was amazing to talk to us. Wonderful, Grimlock. Wonderful. Many have. Liz Truss saying a few words. She's on now. Let's try and find her. Bear with me. You might hear a sound in a minute. I'll just try and find Liz Truss's statement. She's made it. No, it doesn't look like I'll be able to in a timely fashion. Horrible year, RH. Thank you for that. I always wondered my Latin's not up to scratch. I see a couple of people in the chat making comments, which are obviously your own belief, and you're entitled to it. But please, for the sake of everything else, keep it out of here just for one day. I really appreciate it if you would. Bobby Crush. I never thought I'd cry like that when her death was announced and your Union flag is now hanging. out the window. Yeah. There we go. Right, folks. I'm going to call it a day. I've only been on for 15 minutes. I just wanted to come on and give you all the opportunity to say something. There wasn't going to be a members live stream planned at all today. But I had to come on and do something. I'm going to karate tonight, and unless he's cancelled it, we'll find out soon enough. And I'll be back later with the members live stream, and I'll be with the members only for a short time, and we'll have another chat then. Tomorrow there'll be content coming out on the channel, of course, one of which I will be pulling and re-recording this evening. It's only fitting considering the circumstances. Be well, everybody, and a very sad day for us all. And I will catch you when I do. Take care. Toodaloo.